So good evening. So tonight we are going to have a book review about The Lorax by Dr. Zeus. So I hope you will enjoy watching this video. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful. So it's not going to get better. It's not. So these lines hit me because I feel that this story is not just for kids but also for youth and adults. And there is a significant meaning behind this story that tells everyone about the environment is going to destroy if we're not gonna take care of it. Dr. Zeus wrote a story about the tale The Lorax, a picture book that was first published in 1972. This is a light-hearted but a cautionary tale with an important message. So if we do not take responsibility for the stewardship of the environment, then soon our own world will be like the one that Lorax left behind. Parents need to know about Dr. Zeus' beloved tale of the Lorax, that this is age appropriate for younger kids like 5 years and above, considering this story is a children's literature. However, there's a little scary stuff in the story, but the pro-environmental is positive one. For me, some points of the story is a little bit confusing. First, the face of the monster is not being shown in the book. Second, the unfamiliar words that Dr. Zeus used, like snow, swami swan, gerbilous gloves, barbalut, wehoken, globily gloop, and the most funny one is biggering instead of bigger and bigger. But anyway, I think Dr. Zeus come up with this idea just to entertain the youngster. Yes. And on the other hand, the illustration of the book was very attractive, as in wow, because of the colors that being used, it becomes more appealing. Yes, also the graphics, it is good in the eyes. And I think the visual learners will love it because me myself, I am a visual learner and I really like it. Just sharing. And all in all, the illustration and the graphic was good. It has a good combination of the color. In addition, I never expect that the plot to be that meaningful because as I've read the story, at first everything is not clear. It was confusing. So there's something that you can't really understand at first. That's why I really want to see what's next and to know what was the story all about. And I found out that the story is about environmental awareness. Yes, the message was really amazed me. Why? Because every line of the story becomes more interesting and at the same time entertaining because of the words that sounded poetic. It is so effective. Yes, the combination of the step-by-step look for the cause and effect. And because of the author's creativity, the transition of the story was really good. Yes, and also the events, I can tell that it really happened in the real life. And even the dialogue of the characters are also believable. Remember these lines from the story. Once the last tree is chopped down and everyone is left, the Lorax gave the Hansel a glance and flew away by set of his pants. He left behind a single word, unless. And I believe that this means that this environment is going to be destroyed unless the Hansel does something about it. The purpose of the author was to tell the world about putting value of the things that we have, especially our environment. So the Lorax character has come to symbolize concern for the environment. However, the story has been somewhat controversial with some adults because some adults are embracing it and others seeing it as an anti-capitalist propaganda. And the author's voice in the story is more serious and concerned than most of Dr. Seuss' books, and the moral of the story is more direct. I can say that the author's purpose of the story was accomplished by spreading awareness of our environment. So during the time that this book was published, Dr. Seuss was the most prominent of several pseudonyms that Theodore Seuss Geisel used for his children's books. The book don't have an index and bibliography, but believe me, this story is unique. Why? Because of its style, and I haven't read a book the same as this, the same from this book, the Lorax. You know what? After reading the story, I learned that how unfettered greed can destroy our environment, followed by the emphasis on positive change through the individual's responsibility. The stories and emphasizes the impact of one person. Yes, no matter how young can have. In this story, The Lorax, Dr. Seuss definitely gets his point. So guys, I recommend this book not just for kids, but also for the youths and the adults, because I believe that this story can change the perception of an individual who think just for their own good. And also I recommend this book for those individuals who just think about their businesses and not for the good of our environment. This story concerned with the environment, and I know the moral lesson of the story can really touch our heart and can really touch the person who will read this book. So this book, this story can really help us to grow and help us how to become a responsible person in our society. So that's all for tonight. I hope that you really learned something from this book review about the story The Lorax. So see you to my next vlog, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!